Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are great. This is a spoken English course and you are on lecture number 26. Today we will be talking about how to formulate questions using modal verbs. So these are yes-no questions. First you need to understand noun, pronoun, noun phrase or coordinate phrase, singular or plural noun phrase. So there can be two types of noun phrase structures. For example, I write those important guests or those VIP guests or those special guests, important guests. So this is a plural word, guests, and those is used for plural, not this important guest, rather those important guests. This is a plural noun phrase. Now we will use will to formulate question. Will those important guests stay there? That means you are asking about whether they would stay there or not. So I have used will rather than would. You may also use would or can. For example, can those important guests stay there? That means you are again asking about the possibility. Possibility means you are not sure or you're asking about whether it is possible or not. Here you might be sure and you want some sort of certain answer, certain reply, whether they are willing to stay there or not. Whether they will stay there or not. Can shows possibility. You may also use may here, the similar structure. May those guests stay there. That means there is no change in structure. Modal verbs will be on the same position and the answer would of course be yes or no. Yes, they may. Yes, they can. Yes, they will. Would is also used. Would they stay? Yes, they would. And other modal verbs. Shall is often used with we. Shall we stay here? So shall, the structure is still same. And then you can use other modal verbs like could. Could is used for request. Could we stay here? That means you are asking about the permission or the for example, you're asking in a polite and in a very humble way, could we please stay here or could we stay here? You're asking about the permission, but it is still a question. If you add a sign of exclamation after this structure, for example, we have heard at school level or we have read at school level, may you live long. There's a short space here. You live long. We often say God bless you. So there is a may at start. May you live long. When you have a sign of exclamation, then it is not a request, neither a question, nor a permission. Rather, it's a prayer. You're doing some, you are presenting some good words to your any fellow. That you are asking God, you are asking Allah to grant him a good life or a healthy life or a long life. This is a pray. Otherwise the structure is just same. You might be confused about would. Would is often used in direct and indirect speeches when you convert past tense into indirect speech. For example, they told that they would come rather than they will come. So you convert will into would just because of past. So here it is used in future, and I have read a lot of examples. Native speakers, they often say, I would invite you to the party. I would tell you about that later. You would of course guide me about it. So would it is often used. Would is also used for the request. Would you please sit here? Or maybe you present some offer. Would you sit here? And that's an offer. I mentioned, may you please. Well, that is not used. It is illogical to use. May is already a humble and formal way to say something for a request or for permission. So may is just enough. Do not need any other word like please. You can add should. Should I help you? Should I help you? That means, do you want my help? You're asking for suggestion. The should is used for suggestion. For must, there is no way to make a question like must I help you. Often this structure is used, should I help you, rather than must I help you. Thank you. Take care. Bye.